So I originally thought that I was going to have to cut this even further down, but to be honest, actually no, I did. I guess I did cut it down. 6.5 by 9.25, which is almost exactly just a little over 9.5. And then most of the pages are not supposed to be any further than 6.5 inches. But to be honest, this is the right size. This is perfect. So I will need to do the journal cover. Let's see. I'm going to write down what I still need to do. I'm going to need to do the journal cover, which is this. I also want to finish adding the rest of the, let's see, where is it? I just saw it a second ago. Where did you go? I want to finish putting in these little grommets into the tags, and then I'll remove the tags once I'm ready to start sewing in the signatures. And then probably, no, even before I do the signatures, I may want to, I'm going to see if I can add some beads to the pages. If not, I will add beads to each signature once they're sewn in. So, but this actually looks pretty good. I'm still debating if I'm gonna need. I might want to stiffen that up with another piece of the board, but it looks great. This looks absolutely fabulous. So, yay, we're getting there. So I let this dry overnight, and hopefully the inside cover stayed on. So let's take a look. That's pretty good. Actually, move these down to the side. Yeah, I don't understand why this is not, I may have to clean out the top because, like I said, this glue I'm using is this pH adhesive. My Mod Podge for some reason is not working, so I'm just gonna use a whole bunch of this all over the cardboard so I can glue the cover down. And I'm going to use a paintbrush to just smooth it out. And remember to clean your brush immediately so that there's no glue residue left. I'm just going to weight down this so that it will be flat so it doesn't curl when I'm trying to glue this down. All right, here we go. It doesn't matter because this is going to be, yeah, it's a little bit, it's slightly shorter, but you know what? The interior is going to be covered by the interior cover for that, so now I'm just going to use a bone folder to smooth everything out so that we don't have any air bubbles. Now this is not scrapbook paper. This is a it's not too thin of a piece of paper, but I just want to make sure that there are no air bubbles in any part of this, as flat as possible. So I'm using this bone folder here. It's very, very thick. Yeah, there's the spine. And the thing is, I don't want this to rip when I start to fold it, so that's why I want to make sure I don't know why there's a lot of air bubbles over here. Okay, so I basically folded over each part where the journal's gonna fold. Now Shanuki from ShanoukiArts said she I'm gonna cut this at an angle just like she did. So let's see if I can do this correctly. Yeah, it's leaving a little bit of a piece of the wood out. So I'm just going to, glue the corners back in. So that way the corners don't show. And I've been having a lot of issues with my hand lately, so. Come on. Box underneath that didn't cover very well, so that's why doing this is important. Hopefully this will make sure it goes right up there to the, okay, where's the edge of this one? Right there. Okay, now we're going to glue down the corners. Okay, so Shanuki basically took these corners first and glued them down. So I'm going to, oh my goodness. It's amazing how fast this dries out. Hold on. Okay. I think it's best to just glue, to glue one side at a time. So I'm going to carefully stretch and really without getting any glue on that part. Yeah, just glue one side at a time because otherwise it dries out very, 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 very quickly. Now this side is a little bit longer than the other, so let's see if this works. dry for a bit. I'm going to clean my brush and then I'm going to measure the sides. Well, the cover is dry, but then I noticed something very strange. Because the paper is so thin, you can actually see the design of the cereal box right underneath the paper. And there are a couple of tears along the way. So now I'm kind of asking myself, where do I go from here? Because I wanted to add the interior cover, and now I'm just wondering if I add another layer, will that prevent the cereal box from being seen underneath? Because the paper is so thin. I love the paper. It'll create like a nice fabric design, I think. I don't know. We can give it a shot. We can give it a shot. I can't think of anything else that I would want to put over this because I didn't really want to cover the design. But I may have to do that because I have no other prospects. Can I take the sticker off? I have no other way to I can try one more layer, so let's do it. I'm going to try using Modpodge instead because I'm not sure what happened. Oh, no. Let's see. Aha, there we go. Okay. And I don't know about anyone else, but does Modpodge smell? It has a really strong... And the problem is this Modpodge is clear, so it's really hard to see through this fabric. I'm sorry, through this paper here. Let's try it. Now this is a handmade journal, so there might be wrinkles throughout, but I'm trying to get as many of the air bubbles out as I possibly can. I can still sort of feel the crinkles, and the problem is I don't want this to rip. So let's just see. Okay, let's try this. I'm wondering if you do like that. No, I don't want it to have that fold. Okay, so I'm going to cut the corners again, like I did the last time. This time I'm not going to add those corners back in because it's already cut, so... All right, so I'm going to do the sides first. It's like, I'm not sure what's going on, but this continues to get caught. Okay, I think that should do the trick. It'll create like a really nice layer underneath, which isn't bad. And I'll still, I'm probably will be able to bend it. So I'm just gonna let that dry. Whoop. And this part's gonna be covered over by one of the pieces I want to use for the interior, so we will need to see what happens with that. Wish me luck on the interior part. Here we go. So this is this beautiful red piece of paper that I'm going I'm going to see if I'm going to use it for the interior of the cover. We'll have to see. This is a regular 12 by 12. And I'm going to cut it in half. Look at that, straight up. It's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Very nice. Now I am going to let this dry for a few hours, but I just want to kind of like play around with this a little bit and see if this will be enough to cover. It just might. Yeah. I definitely will want to have something in the center here. So this is exactly, it will just fit. So let me make a measurement of this one again. This is, oh, don't you dare. Okay. And that's 6 inches from there. So this is leaving me about an inch and a half. Right, so I'm gonna try to leave an inch and a half around the same edges on the same one. So let's see. This is 12 by 6. So we want this to be, let me see. It was 10. Well, just a little under that. So let's do, let me see. Let me cut it down to 10 for the moment, and then I'll see where we are. Yeah, it's still pretty. It's still pretty long. Okay, so I want to cut. So you know what? From here, I'm going to cut off a 1/2 inch from each side. And that should do the trick. Let's play. So it will be a 1/2 inch. Actually, you know what? A 1/2 inch for each is 9 inches. So let's make it 9 inches. There we go. There we go. That is perfect. So now I just have to figure out, so how big is the middle there? Let's see what we're dealing with. 2 1/4. So to be on the safe side, I want a strip of 3 inches. Let me get the gold paper that I bought. I'll do this one first, and then I will add the gold on top of that. I think that will be, but yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good, I think. Because these are my guidelines, so I'm just going to use those as my guide. We'll go on from there. So I'm going to use, oops. So I'm going to use Modpodge to actually, before I do that, let me make sure I have a 1/2 inch around. Okay, it's a little bit off kilter on that part there, but you know something? This turned out really nice. I like it. Well, let's just make sure. So I'm going to let this dry.